Alright, actually got to spend some time at home with the fam for Christmas. Still did some truck stuff, tried to do some wiring on the trailer lighting again, and replacing the whole headlight assembly on a Freightliner Cascadia. Rusty and more on this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, you know him, you love him. Joe can't live without him. It's Rusty, the world famous Meatball Dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Today is 24th, December 24th, Christmas Eve day. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon while I got a little bit of daylight. Let's see if I can go over to the trailer and maybe finish the interior lighting that I started months ago. So that would be nice. Last time I had to get in there and clean it out, yeah, it was so dark. And I got too used to having the lighting in my other trailer. So actually this morning was actually able to finally get the trailer registered. It was a whole big process. I had to send something else to Tony, Tourette's trucker, to have him sign in front of a notary, blah, blah, blah. But I finally got it registered, finally got it plated. That's something else we got to do is take Tony's plate off so I can mail that back to him and maybe he can get a refund on that. And get our new Wyoming plate on there. So now the truck and trailer will both have Wyoming plates. I know, it's amazing. Alright, trailer's down here at Sap Brothers, so we're heading on over there right now. And put it on their back lot. Hopefully nobody parked right next to me so I can get access to it. We'll see if we can do that lighting. Sap Brothers here in Cheyenne over Christmas tends to stay empty. They've just been putting in new pumps up here. And now they've got a whole other section fenced off. But yeah, look, especially over to the left, this would normally be filled with trucks. Their other little dirt lot they have on the side there, that's completely empty. They had that closed down for a while they were putting in new tanks for their whole pumps and everything. And but I just parked way here in this back lot. We'll let this guy in the pumpkin shirt go by us here. That way I'm way out of the way and then I can go and work on the trailer and not get any hassle about it or anything. And they do have this overflow parking back here. See where it says truck parking? That a lot of people don't even know about. On the other side of these barriers, that's where they park all their tankers and everything. But look back here. Tons of space, and there's my trailer, so I'll pull on up there. Got all the tools and everything here in the truck, and we'll see what we can get done. Alright, when last we were working on this project, I don't know if you can see here, way up to the front, there is a light up there. You can kind of see the second and third ones, and the fourth one is supposed to go in that clip right up there. Right there. So we just need to run from the third to the fourth, and then down the wall and attach it to the license plate if we can. Speaking of the license plate, now that we have the Wyoming one, we need to get this one off, but look, it's riveted in, so I gotta drill those out. Okay, old plate's off, new plate's on. We just used nuts and bolts. There you go. All right, you can see the Sap Brothers tower back there. I can't point to it behind me. Anyway, so yeah, we're up here in the trailer now. We've done the license plate. So, like I said, let me show you what I had gotten done so far months ago. We've got 4 lights we're putting in. They're angling forward on these beams. So this is the further forward most one. And then you can see from here, we go back a few beams, we hit another one, go back a few beams, hit another one, and we'll have one towards the end. And I've been running the wire through some loom and hopping around these channels to stay out of the way of the forklifts. So this is the last one I got done, and I just tucked the wires up there on the wall. We've got to hop around 1, 2, 3, 4 more things, and then we'll run it across to the light there. So that's where we're starting today. My original plan was to run the wire from that channel at the top down the wall in that little corner there and feed it down that hole at the bottom. But underneath I felt up in that channel, that thing is empty. is hollow inside. I decided to try to drill a hole up there, which I did. And I'll see if I can feed the wire down and see if it'll come all the way down outside and they can run across to the license plate and everything stays out of the weather. What do you think? However, we did make it all the way up to the light on the last bar, got the loom across it, got all that wired up, and hopped down all around all those other ones up to where we had left off up there. So we're all the way over here. Now we just got to get it down the wall somehow underneath the bracket connected to the light for the license plate, and that's where we're going to hook it up. And we're going to put a switch right here in this little plate. Well, unfortunately, didn't get it all done. Ran out of daylight, and it's getting a little too cold out here. Yeah, that's what sucks about this time of year. It gets dark so damn early. I mean, come on. Yeah, just getting too dark already and too chilly. Well, go home and do our Christmas Eve with the fam. Okay, it's Christmas Day. Remember in previous videos I showed I had to buy the new headlight assembly because this part is all going out. I tried to see some videos on the internet, but couldn't really find anything specific to this one. So if you've got a 2018 to 2024 Cascadia with the LEDs in it, not the individual bulbs, we're going to attempt to do the replacement today. I do have to jump in and explain because it's coming up in the video. One of my gifts was this great Movo vlogging kit. Got everything you need. The tripod and stuff are not in there now because they're being used holding up my new light and my newer microphone. So wanted to explain that, and we'll talk more about that later because I mentioned it in this next clip. All right, got my whole new vlogging setup, which is great. So this makes it a lot easier. So yeah, you know, I showed in that last little bit of video I couldn't get the trailer lighting finished, unfortunately, but today we're going to try to tackle the headlight. Not sure how easy this is going to be, but we've got time before we're going to do our Christmas family, well, not dinner, kind of a lunchish thing, because we're going to try to go see a movie later. So now that I've got the new you know, stand here, tripod thing all in one, and my new microphone again, everything should be sounding a little bit better again and hopefully looking a little bit better. You know, gee, it's only been like 5 years I've been doing YouTube videos. Now I finally have, you know, a little more professional kind of setup to do the videos. All right, so here we are back in the truck. You can see right there behind me there is the headlight, so that's what we're going to tackle. What do you think? Okay, remember I showed you before this huge box that this thing came in. It's giant. Anyway, most of that's packaging, but here's the back side of the actual headlight, and it only has the one plug thing, and the only videos I found were still ones with individual bulbs. This is the all-in-one kind of setup here. Let me flip it over. See, there's the there's the light. So we're going to try to figure out how to take the other one off and put this one on. Okay, so you can see we got the hood open and we've got this kind of cover thing. First we got to take some bolts out. I see one there, one up there, and one over there. One of my other Christmas gifts from my wife is I had this Craftsman pass-through tool set, socket set, but I can't seem to find one anywhere. So she found me one at Menards. Great little set right here. You know, Junior gave me that huge set, socket set, but this is a nice little small one, and this is a pass-through. So if you have long bolts, see, it passes through the middle. So this is a handy little set to have in addition to that giant one that Junior gave me. All right, now that that cover's off, you can see that this one has, I think it's just the temperature plug up there, but it just has the one plug right there fitting the whole unit. Some of the other ones I've seen have individuals here and here for the brights and the regular headlights. This is all in one unit. Okay, so we've got just one plug here. I did find there's a little tab on the front of it, if you can see. Yeah, you can just stick a screwdriver down that slot right there on the front to release that tab. I was able to do that, and then you can just wiggle that plug loose, push that down to the side. So we've got some bolts I can see right there, right down there, there, and there, that we're going to try to undo next. Now I'm going to get somebody inside to help me while I pull off the last bolt, so this one doesn't just come crashing to the ground. Okay, the lovely Mary is now here to help us to catch the old Headlight Bucket from crashing to the ground. Okay. All right, there's the old one down there on the ground. Here's the new one. It's got the plastic on it, so Mary's going to hold that for me while I peel the plastic off, because when we put it in first and then try to pull the plastic off, it would be pretty difficult. What do you think? There it is, so pretty and shiny, just like the lovely Mary herself. Aww. Okay, we found through a little trial and error that we had to make sure we got that one further in first, then started tightening that down, loosened up these other three, and now I'm tightening those down, and that seems to be the best way to do this. All right, now we simply plug it back in, and that should be it. All the way down, and I did find you got to slide it in all the way down until you hear it click, and then now it is safely in. All right, we'll test it and then we'll put the cover back on. And as you can see, now that that one's just as bright as that one. All right, now we'll turn on the headlights. Okay, headlights on both sides working. Okay, there's regular lights and brights. And there's the turn signals working. So there you go, everything's working. Alright, so once we got the light assembly all done, and that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. That is one advantage to it all being in one unit. It's not too hard a job to do. So if you got one of these 2018 to 24 Cascadias with the LED, all LED headlight assembly, what is a total of 8 bolts, you know, and pop the thing out and pop it back in. Little tough to kind of rig it back in there to get everything to line up, but that's about as bad as it was. And then you got to put that big cover back on, which I didn't show again, but I showed taking that off. So not a bad gig at all. And yeah, we got to do some family stuff Christmas wise. Of course, we always have to take our family Christmas pick, one serious and one silly. All right, here's the more serious pick. Yeah, there we are, and then the silly. And poor Rusty's showing his diaper. Okay, and now speaking of Christmas, you know, of course, we always do silly stocking stuffers. You know, you get stuff like candy, like Whoppers. I love the Whoppers. You know, and they gave me a little Lego car I can put together when I'm waiting at some shipper or receiver. Stuff like that. Yeah, you get typical candy and stuff. Yeah, the kids, do they know me or not? Yeah, work gloves. Yep, need those. Yeah, my wife got me some lotion for my hands. It's supposed to be good for that. And got a little Bugs Bunny Pez dispenser. There you go. From Cars, Pixar Cars, this is Clutch Kringle. See right there, Clutch Kringle. All right, so a strange, stretchy fish for some reason. A silly rhino finger puppet. Hello, I'm a rhino. And my son does the Five Nights at Freddy's in real life, FNAF IRL. And so I have the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. It's a little pizza box, little metal pizza box. And it's just got little orange, you know, kind of like Pez type orange pizza slice things. Yeah, my family's kind of silly. We always do odd stocking stuffer gifts. Why not? And as you can see behind me, see all that stuff stacked up back there? Of course, whenever I'm home for a couple of days, well, then I have to go shopping. My wife actually went shopping for me. Picked up a whole bunch of stuff for me to restock the truck. You know, because we got to be stocked. What do you think? All right, so tonight is Christmas night, the 25th. Ho, 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 and all that. Happy Christmas to everybody. Thanks to everybody who put in the comments, Merry Christmas to me and my family. Appreciate that. And I say a happy Merry Christmas and ho, ho, ho back to all you guys. I still have not had a chance to read all the comments from the last few videos. Hope to do that soon. But I have seen a lot of them pop up and people wishing me a Merry Christmas, and I really appreciate that. So, getting all ready to go again. Oh, I had to get some new shirts too. They're always the same. I like this type of shirt. I like a pocket over here,
and I just got some new ones because most of mine were all ripped up with holes in them. That's kind of scary. So now I'm kind of restocked on that. Got to go pick up in Sydney, Nebraska tomorrow. I've done this load a few times. Bolts and fasteners and stuff going up to Billings, Montana. So that's what we're going to be doing. Green's where I am in Cheyenne. We're going to go over to Sydney and pick up that orange flag and make it up to Billings, Montana for Friday morning. Then we're doing the kitty litter one more time. I go from Billings there, the green flag, down to the orange flag. That's Colony, Wyoming. Pick up the kitty litter, run across I-90 in South Dakota, and we drop down and we go to Bentonville, Arkansas for Monday morning. So I'm booked through next Monday morning, and even with taking almost 3 full days off here at the house, which it's been so long since I've had a chance to do that, and great to spend Christmas with the whole family. Everybody was able to be here. It was a beautiful thing. I don't have anything booked past the Walmart distribution center in Bentonville, Arkansas for Monday, but we'll worry about that tomorrow and Friday, and I'm sure I can get something booked for then. We can get rolling again. But so even with taking a few days off, still not a bad week. I'll make decent amount on the billing stuff. Yeah, I'll tell you, $1,500 for that load, and then I'm making $2,600 to run the kitty litter down to Arkansas. So not a bad week for having a few days off at the house. What do you think? Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yep, of course that means he gets his what and all that. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment and share and thumbs up and ring the bell for notification. All that jazz, so you know when the new videos come out. There's Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter X, Clutch Trucker 5 on TikTok, and as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Frank, I think we're mixing out on a huge television audience. Do you know how many cats there are in America? How many cats? No, I don't have those. 13 million. Now, what if we could get them to watch TV? Programming TV for cats. All right, are you ready for it? You're spazzing. Are you ready? I've got it right here. Okay, get down on the floor. Here it comes. There you go. Oh, yes. All over that begging strip. All over that begging strip. Sing it with me, because he's a begging strip dog. He's a begging strip dog. Sometimes it eats too fast and it starts to cough. He's a begging strip dog. These are the older ones that are pretty tough, Rusty. We've got the newer ones inside, so yeah, Santa brought us some more begging strips, so we'll get you those later on. We need that happy dog look, Rusty.